I know it's windy, so I'm going to keep this brief, but I wanted to go over how to properly install the Truxxx sway-in links. I was having a lot of issues with having creaking sounds coming from the sway-in links on the Truxxx kit, and to their credit, they worked with me quite a bit. Ended up with some brand new sway-in links, and I'm going to go through their procedure because it's not as straightforward as the directions make it out to be. Their directions literally have 2 steps and it takes substantially more than that, including things that aren't even written on the directions right now. So I think they're in the process of updating those, but for the time being, let's walk through the steps and I'll show you what I've done here to prevent any more random creaking noises coming from the truck. Okay, before we get to step 1, the instructions state that they are under the assumption you already have the truck on a 2-post hoist or you've supported it on jack stands, i.e. do not put the jack under the suspension. It also says that the wheels are off and the suspension is hanging free. Step 1, install the shorter sway bar links but do not fully tighten them yet. As you'll see here in the video, you're going to install them loosely, put the wheels back on, and then lower the vehicle onto the ground where it says you'll need to tighten them when the truck is on the ground under full weight and support off of the jack stands. Step 2. The next step is to adjust the sway bars. To do this, simply loosen the bolts that hold the sway bar to the frame. Only loosen enough so that the sway bar can easily turn. In my case, my sway bar rotates freely as it's already in a rubber bushing. The people at Truxxx felt that was odd, and it shouldn't be that way. However, when I've talked to Honda technicians, they are in agreement that the bar rotates because it's already in a rubber bushing. So I'll leave that up to you guys to interpret. The point is, when the sway bar is attached to the end links and the truck is under its full weight on the ground, at that point, you'll be able to tighten down the sway bar links. Now, one thing that Truxxx noted that's not in the directions is you need to fill the end links with grease. Now, this isn't noted anywhere, as I said, but you do need to get a grease gun and fill both ends of the sway end link once it's on the vehicle. The downside is on the driver's side, it's very hard to get the grease gun on the nipple for the end link. So I ended up putting on grease in that one prior to loading it onto the suspension. You're going to need a size 18 socket and 18 wrench. It's an odd size, but that's what Truxxx uses. So you'll need to be able to slide the wrench behind the bolt so that it doesn't spin, and then with your 18 socket, go ahead and ratchet it down. Again, this is when the wheels are back on the vehicle and the vehicle is on the ground. And you'll see in the next picture here that you'll be able to slide underneath and actually get to these items. Now, the weird thing in the directions is the very last step is to replace the wheels and perform an alignment, which is odd because the wheels should already be on the vehicle. Nonetheless, that should be hopefully an easier way to make sure that you install your end links correctly, or at least according to the Truxxx directions.